Hello everyone, welcome to Wings IES JKS. Guys, we are back with the 5 new concepts of the polity component in the form of 5 questions under 5 minutes. Let's start with the first question. Question number 1. In the federation established by the Government of India Act of 1935, residuary powers was given to. Now, if we talk about the Government of India Act 1935, it has been one of the major acts from which the constitution has borrowed a lot of features, and it has 321 sections, 10 schedules and around 11 parts. Under section 104 of the Government of India Act 1935, the residuary powers has been vested in the Governor General. So the right answer is option number B, which is the Governor General. Talking about some more about the Government of India Act 1935. Right now, the current constitution of the India, it has Schedule 7, which has division of powers and which has 3 lists: union list, state list and concurrent list under Article 246. And under the current constitution, there is an Article 248 which gives the residuary powers to the Parliament also. Moving on to the next question. Question number 2. Right to privacy is protected as an intrinsic part of the right to life and personal liberty. Which of the following in the Constitution of India correctly and appropriately imply the above statement? So when we talk about the right to privacy, it comes under the right to freedom as a fundamental right, and there are articles from article number 19 to article number 22 which includes the fundamental rights of freedom. Option number A, article 14 and the provisions under the 42nd amendment to the constitution. So article 14 is basically right to equality, and it comes under the article 14 to article 18, right to equality as a fundamental right. So it is not the right answer. Moving on to the next, article 70 and the directive principles of the state policy in part 4. Article number 17, again right against untouchability. So this is not the right answer. Talking about the third option, article 21 and the freedoms guaranteed in part 3rd of the constitution. Article 21 talks about right to life and liberty, and there has been a major judgment in the 9 judges bench of Justice K.S. Puttaswamy case, in which the Supreme Court held that right to privacy is a fundamental right, and our current Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud has also been the part of that 9 judges bench. So option C is the right answer. Option D, talking about the option D, article 24 and the provisions under the 44th amendment to the constitution. Article 24 doesn't come into the right of freedom, rights for the freedom. It comes under the rights against exploitation, child labor. So it is also not the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Question number 3. If the President of India exercises his powers as provided under Article 356 of the Constitution in respect of a particular state, then first let us talk about Article 356. Article 356 talks about the President rule. It is among the 3 emergency powers that comes under Articles 352, 356 and 360. 52 is regarding the external emergency or the national emergency. 56 is regarding the state emergency, which is called as the President rule, and 60 is the financial emergency respectively. Now let us discuss the options. The assembly of the state is automatically dissolved. Actually this is not true, because the assembly of the state doesn't automatically dissolve. It is being dissolved by the president, which makes that option wrong. Next option, the powers of the legislature of that state shall be exercisable by or under the authority of the parliament, which is actually true as per Article 357 of the Constitution. Next option, Article 19 is suspended in that state. See, there is an Article 358 which talks about the suspension of Article 19 of the Constitution, but only in 2 cases: when there is an emergency based on external war or aggression. So this option is again wrong. Last option, the president can make laws relating to that state. The parliament actually has the power to make laws relating to that state. So the correct option is option number B. Moving on to the next question. Question number 4. With reference to the Parliament of India, consider the following statements. A private member's bill is a bill presented by a member of parliament who is not elected but only nominated by the President of India. Now, what is a private member? A private member is any member of the parliament who is not a minister, and if the bill is being introduced by a private member, it is called as a private member bill. So looking at the statement, a private member's bill is a bill presented by a member of parliament who is not elected. So there is a problem here. So of course this statement is wrong. Second, recently a private member's bill has been passed in the Parliament of India for the first time in the history. There has been not any kind of recent event where a private member bill has been passed. The last private member bill has been passed in the year 1970, which was related to the Supreme Court Bill 1968, related to the criminal appellate and jurisdiction. Besides this fact, there has been 14 private members bill that has been passed since 1952 till now. So of course this option is also wrong. So the right option is obviously neither 1 nor 2, option D. Now coming to the last question, question number 5. The Parliament of India exercises control over the functions of the councils of ministers. See, when we talk about the Council of Ministers, according to Article 75 of the Indian Constitution, the Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Let's move on to the statements. Adjournment motion. Now, adjournment motion is a tool which needs the proposal or which needs the nod of at least 50 members of the Parliament, and this motion is mostly used in case of urgent public matters, and it is being raised in the House. So this option is right. Question hour is the first hour of the Parliament, and talking about the question hour, there are 3 types of question hours. One is starred, one is unstarred, and one is short notice. See, talking about the starred question, and there are some other forms, the other 2 types. Talking about these types of questions, what happens? The questions are being asked to the ministers mostly by the members of the Parliament. So again it justifies the statement, and question hour is also right. And when we talk about the start question, what happens? After the oral answer is being given in the start question, what happens? Supplementary questions follow, which also need an oral answer. So of course it is related to the question hour itself. It is also the right option. So the right option is option D. Guys, I hope you found these questions informative, and as you all know that Wings IAS JKS has collaborated with the Shunya IAS, and we have launched a crash course online and ruthless rapid revision through which you can make your preparation more competitive, more easy, and it can be easily revised through these kind of courses, and the links are below the video. So I hope you can check upon these links, and I hope you like this video. For more such videos, do subscribe the channel and don't forget to share and like. Thank you.